to Tuesdays at 2 with your co-host, Vicki Semander, founder of the Secrets of the Sistership, and Constance Jones, Sistership board member and vice president of operations of the Houston Minority Supplier Development Council. Each Tuesday at 2, we bring you experts to share content that will help empower and inspire you. And as always, Constance will be providing information on council programs and services that help our businesses be successful and meet their business goals. And this is where I usually turn it over, but I want to tell you this week is a very, very exciting week for us because Constance is interviewing us. And I'm so excited about that. And take it away, Constance.
Thank you, Vicki, so much. It's always a pleasure to be with you on Tuesdays at 2. Like Vicki, I am excited for today's show. We have a lot of great and powerful women that I am excited to be around and have in my network. So I am not going to take up a lot of time and steal in their thunder because these are a wonderful group of ladies and I want to make sure we have enough time to hear from them. But today's focus is talking about our Next Marks the Spot series, entrepreneurial series that will happen on June 17th and June 24th. And we bring you today with some of the NEXTperts that's actively participating in that conference. So we have from the Secrets of the Sistership, who is the title sponsor for the event and really the source behind it, Chairman Vicki Semander and President Ruby Reynolds. Also on the call today, we have the NEXTperts that will actually be presenting on June 17th. We have Hope Malvo with Vogue Professional Services, who was also one of our Tuesdays at 2 previous guests, who shared wonderful and powerful information. And we have Landy Spearman with Organized Shift. So they will share some information about their presentation on June 17th and why you should actively be participating on that day. Then on June 24th, we have additional information for you that's geared to the business owner and really going to help you get excited about what to do next. We have Biddy Webb from Limb Design, who is a wonderful first class. I've been knowing Biddy since, we're not even going to say. But when I tell you their material is outstanding, I can't rave enough. And then we have Tiffany Williams. Of course, she was one of our NEXTperts that we interviewed earlier in the month of May to help us with our video marketing. And she was the one who told us to get out of our own way and just do it. And so we're bringing her back because, of course, she has powerful and wonderful things to share. And then we have my colleague and friend, Marchette Turner, who is the Director of Corporate Services with the Houston Minority Supplier Development Council, that's going to talk about the procurement panel. So when I tell you these ladies represented on this call have a wealth and depth of knowledge, they are outstanding individuals that's willing to help women be successful in business. So we're going to start with the very beginning. Vicki and Ruby, why don't you tell me a little bit about who is the Sistership?
All right. Thank you, Constance. I always love the opportunity to be able to tell the world about the Secrets of the Sistership. And what our charter says is the mission and purpose of the organization is to take a holistic approach to assist women and girls dispel the challenges, myths, and stereotypes that prevent us from reaching our full potential. We create a trustworthy, strong, collaborative circle through education, engagement, events, and mentoring. But at the heart of it, and the lay message is we believe that every woman and girl regardless of their age, their race, ethnicity, education, or lack of education, deserves all the support and resources that she can have to be the best version of who she is. And the organization itself was born out of the tragedy of Hurricane Harvey. And we just got together a group of women, and most of us are professional, we're entrepreneurs, and we just got together and had a series of dinners. And through the course of those dinners, we shared stories and we identified needs in the community. And not only did we see needs, we found a way to fill those needs. And we just began to call each other sisters. And we've been rising to meet the needs of the community ever since. And Ruby is one of our founding sisters, as well as our president. Hey, Ruby, why don't you talk a little bit about it?
Well, I must say that I'm very blessed to be a part of this organization, and to speak to what Vicki said. This organization was birthed out of Hurricane Harvey. And many of you may or may not know that I was actually impacted by Hurricane Harvey. And I was also impacted the year before with the tax day flood. So it was a very stressful time during my life. So the ability to come together with women that genuinely cared about my well-being, my state of mind, was such a blessing. And that's what the sistership is all about. We recognize that no man is an island. We all need each other, and we all have something that we can offer to one another. I'm so grateful for the sistership because it creates a level playing field for all women, and we're now embracing teenage girls. So please look us up. The website is The Secrets of the Sistership. Reach out to us, and let's see how we can be of service to one another. Thanks, Vicki.
Thanks, Ruby.
So how does the sistership fit into the Next Marks the Spot event?
Glad you asked. So before I go any further, I just want to give a big shout out to our Platinum Media sponsor, Keith DeMars Davis, who's helping us get this message out to everyone. And excuse me, and because we feel it's important for everyone to have access to the information we're going to provide. But to answer your question, the why of Next Marks the Spot is much like the pandemic. I mean, the pandemic is much like Harvey in that it came hard, it came fast, and it came without a whole lot of warning. And the sistership knew that we really needed to step up, and not knowing what that might look like, we started out providing masks and financial contributions to local ministries to help families. And then we saw in our own community, we saw our women business owners struggling, and we felt like the best thing we could do is to financially sow into them and their business for developmental purposes. And so we began awarding micro grants and scholarships to our women business owners that were a part of our organization. And it still just didn't seem like enough. And Ruby and I have both been ambassadors for the Youth Minority Supplier Development Council. Well, I've been there for about 19 years, and Ruby and Constance were there when I got there. So I guess they would transport them from the nursery school. I don't know, but so the heart and seeing the struggles of our business owners, we just really felt like we didn't need to be one more organization providing, hey, did y'all know there's a pandemic and there's a PPP loan? And we really wanted to move past that and get information that would help businesses be sustainable, help them be able to meet the needs of their business. And so we launched this platform Tuesdays at 2 and began having our members come on and talk about their challenges, their solutions, and what they were doing to help the community, the minority and women business owners as well as small business owners. And still, it just didn't seem like enough. And so we got on a call one day. I invited 9 of the most amazing women that I knew would love to help with getting this message out. And so I'm not going to tell you about what that is. I'm going to leave that to them. But that was our why. Because as Landy says, we have to get to next now. And I went to bed and I woke up and I heard in my spirit, and next marks the spot. It's a play on the old phrase, X marks the spot. See, a business is a continuum, not a destination. So we're always moving to next. And that's it for me. How about you, Ruby?
Well, I'd like to share who this event is really for, who is our target audience. And it's for anyone that's looking for help, looking for guidance, wanting to know how to navigate this situation that we're in, right? The Sistership's philosophy is that iron truly sharpens iron. We believe that, and we know that we're helpers one to another. So if you're looking to grow and expand your business, if you're not really sure, you know, how do I navigate this change? Things are so fluid. What direction should I be going? We, as Vicki mentioned, we've put a stellar panel together that are experts in their own right. And we want you to come and participate. It's a small investment of time, but you're gonna get a wealth of information that you can immediately apply to your business, to your processes, and whether you have a product or service, we welcome you. We're also looking for those teenpreneurs. So if you're a teenager, you have your own business, come join us, hear what we have to say, and find out how you can learn from this information and apply it to your business.
So I'm excited about what I've heard thus far, and I haven't even gotten into the content. So let's listen to some of our entrepreneurs and let's see, what am I going to learn from coming here? So as I mentioned at the start of the broadcast, the event is 2 days. Next March, the spot actually starts on June 17th. And you have the first day full of impactful information that's being shared by 3 wonderful entrepreneurs. Denise Hamilton with Watch Her Work is going to talk about how do you wake up to a new normal? What the pandemic hit and then what? We woke up to what? And she's going to talk about what that looks like, and then how to move, as Vicki said, to the next spot. So once you hear that impactful message from Denise, you will hear about adapting to a new normal with Landy Spearman from Organized Shift. So Landy, tell me a little bit about what participants can expect to learn by participating in your presentation on June 17th.
Sure, Constance. So hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm super excited about connecting with you next week, not because this is, you know, fun and games, but because it's a very, very different time. So when you think about adapting to shift, and I did put the F in there, shift. When you think about that adaptation, you also have to think about yourself in there. You have to think about yourself as a leader. Think about yourself in all the roles that in the hats that you carry, whether that be a parent, caring for someone else, caring for children, the fact that you can't right now have your regular self-care days, and the fact that you have to run a business. So I'm wearing this entrepreneur shirt. And the thing about shifting is right now it's been forced upon us. It is not anything that we've ever dealt with before. And it really takes something to adapt. You, yourself, your business, your team, those that you are working with, all these new ways to adapt. And that's exactly what we'll be talking about. Ways to walk away understanding, you know what, I hadn't thought about that. This is another perspective. And this is what I can take away from the shift.
Thank you, Landy. And then once we get, again, we're building upon this momentum that we're going to have in the afternoon. We started off with Denise. We get the information about how to shift from Landy. And then we go to Hope Malvo from Vogue Professional Services, who's going to take us home on that day. So Hope, tell us a little bit about what we're going to gain from participating in your session.
Sure. Hello, everyone. So my job is simply to force you to think about things. Tackling the new norm is what I'll be talking about. If you think of the word tackling, you think of somebody aggressively doing something possibly to someone, pushing them, or just going full force. My job is to make you think, cause you to challenge your way of thinking, ask you probably questions you haven't asked yourself. We'll start from business basics to how to organize your business, on to how to partner with some business owners that you may not have even thought about, doing. So we do understand that we'll find out, hey, here's the roadmap, here's what we need to do from Landy and Denise, and my job is to get you there. So I'm going to provide you actual resources, actionable items, people that you can contact. So it's not going to be one of those conferences where you're just kind of being talked to. We want you to be productive. We want you to begin to move, and we're going to give you the tools to add to your tool belt to do it. So we're super excited. We know that it's going to be impactful and it's going to benefit your business.
That's awesome. Because the whole point of the entrepreneurial series is actually to build upon what we learned in order to be able to use it somewhere and actually support us in our businesses. So it's tangible information that we can use in order to be great stewards of that information. And then what do I do with it? And so the first day, as you heard, those ladies are really going to shape us, get our minds in order, get us thinking about something different than what we've been doing. And then we have June 24th, which is the second part of the entrepreneurial series. And we'll be talking to Biddy Webb and Tiffany Williams about communicating in the new normal and what does that look like. So Biddy, please share with us, and then Tiffany, after Biddy finished, share with us what we can expect about how to communicate in this new age.
Okay, thank you, Constance. It's going to be very exciting coming on the second half of what these ladies are going to get us off the couch and get us excited about the new. Tiffany and I actually have thought about doing it more like a dialogue, kind of a coffee talk kind of. So she and I are going to work in tandem. So Tiffany, if you want to unmute and kind of chime in with me, only because of the fact that we are in tandem, we're both in the same industries, but I think on communication, my point or my perspective, and I'll let Tiffany chime in, is what worked in the past as far as communication isn't going to be the same in the what we call the new norm, and obviously for reasons of that we've all been isolated, and so the ways of communicating, whether it's in person and all of these relationships and how that connection happened, it has to shift and change with whatever these ladies on the first panel, the first session is going to teach us to do. So but I'll let Tiffany add to her expertise as well.
Thank you, Biddy. Yes, so as Biddy shared, communication is not going to look the same after we get back to whatever this new normal is. And so we definitely want to piggyback off of what the ladies share on the first part of the series, but then we want to follow it up with actionable steps on what we can do from a communication standpoint. So video is one of the most powerful ways that you are going to be able to communicate going forward. It's something that a lot of us have had to adapt to, whether that was video meetings, whether that was going live on social media, or whatever that form of video that we were all kind of forced to start doing is going to continue on. And so we really want to give some tools and tips on how you can leverage those types of video communication and communication in general so that you can run your organization, you can stay connected with your consumers, and you can continue to grow and be on the right side of this ever-changing world that we live in. No company, as I always say, wants to be a Blockbuster in the Netflix world. So you really want to be following the technology and figuring out how you can communicate and stay connected post-COVID and beyond.
And
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Biddy.
I was just going to say that this shows the age difference. I was going to say the buggy whip in the Ford. So she does not Blockbuster the Netflix. So anyway, you're coming from two perspectives, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm very excited to be on the panel with all these ladies and very excited to learn a lot from all of you. In addition to the fact of being on with Tiffany, I'm very, very excited.
And that's wonderful, because after we learn about the communication strategies and the trend in which it's going, we're going to hear from a wonderful procurement panel that is actually going to say, this is how we're going to resonate with corporate America if we're interested in continuing to sell with them. So Marchette Turner, who again is the Director of Corporate Services from HMSDC, is going to be on that panel. Marchette, please share with us a little bit about who's on the panel with you on the 24th. Marchette, you're on mute. So she is talking and no one can hear her because she's still on mute. So there she goes. All right.
Hear me?
You're a little choppy, Marchette.
Okay. At any rate, on that panel, it is Annie Lynch of the Floor Corporation. Oh, wow. I have a lot of static here, too.
So I'm going to...
You guys hear me?
We cannot hear you, Marchette. You're breaking up. So I'm going to pitch in and help, because that's what we do. So our panel that Marchette is on with buying and selling in the new normal, she's going to have Annie Lynch from Floor, Veronica Douglas from Houston Community College, Lil McKelvey from Manhattan Construction, and Sharonda Murray from Metro. If everybody knows Sharonda, she is the cheerleader of supply diversity and business development for the Metro organization. So that is a great panel indicative of many different industries that's going to share with you how to buy and sell in the new norm. So the real purpose, and I think the beauty of having these women participate in both days, is that they're really laying a footprint for you to help you understand how to navigate the way and the path for future growth and development. And that's exciting. In order to have that type of information. We'll also have Isella Darnell on the panel, who's talking about different information and on the second day. And then I'm going to ask Ruby. So Ruby, I hear about this pitch that's supposed to happen. Please tell me how the pitch is going to work, and how does the pitch pertain to the ladies that are presenting over the course of the 2 days?
Thank you, Constance. We are really excited to add a feature benefit to our Next Marks the Spot conference. It is a pitch competition. and we're named it the Pitch Your Pivot. It's a contest that will both incentivize and challenge our business owners to stretch themselves to see opportunities for their businesses to evolve and stay relevant in this ever-changing business environment. The new normal is a term that's being used now, and it's learning by doing. You know, we've got to engage, we've got to adapt. So we want to invite everyone that's interested to register for the contest. You must register in advance. We have a total of 4 prizes. The sistership is making an investment. We want to make an investment into business owners, both adults and also teens. So we will have one of those prizes will go to a teen. All the complete details are on the website. That website is nextmarksthespot.com. The contest has actually been broken up into 2 parts, one written, and the second will be a short video. And again, you'll see a lot of details on our website, so please go to the website. Our experts will be sharing a wealth of information. We need you engaged in gathering information so that you can include that information in your essay and also in your video. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, you want some seed sown into what you're trying to do, we want to help you. So please engage, go out and register. You must register in advance of the conference. It's a very easy 1, 2, 3 step to do. So please engage us. We look forward to getting our procurement panel involved to review the essays and the videos and all that. We will award the prizes on July the 10th. The deadline for submissions is July the 1st. So thank you so much, Constance.
Thank you, Ruby. And we have some heavy hitters that are coming. We have Kim Roxy, who will also be participating, who's going to share with us how she actually pivoted and was thinking about this even prior to COVID-19, but then had just a necessary change in order to make it happen. And so we are encouraged about all these ladies who are giving of their time in order to really help us understand where we need to go in order to really help our business. So I'm going to ask that the panel go around one more time and just give some last words of thought as it relates to what's happening and what we need to focus on right now, and any words they would like to share with our audience. So Tiffany, we're going to start with you.
I'm excited about speaking with Biddy. Our session is going to be great. As Biddy mentioned, it's going to be very interactive. We want to have an open dialogue with you. We want to learn what questions you have about communication. So Biddy is an expert in her field. I can help you out with video. We're going to stay ahead of technology. And you have an awesome lineup of women across the board who are doing great and wonderful things in their respective fields. So I'm excited, and I look forward to seeing everyone on June 17th and June 24th.
Biddy?
I'm going to ditto what Tiffany just said. I think now, as far as the communication, it's all about connection. And I'm so excited to connect with all of you and to connect with those in the audience that are going to be there. I'm going to enjoy learning from everyone on here just as much as connecting with everyone. So I'm excited. Thank you.
Landy?
Before we move forward, let me just say, we selected, not just because these are all amazing business owners, but we saw them actually pivot in their own business. And Tiffany, I want to hit on something she did. And Tiffany's has a program that she teaches called Mobile Video Production, where she teaches you actually how to shoot a video with your cell phone. And that's a live show. So Tiffany said, man, I gotta move. I can't be a blockbuster in a Netflix world. And so I attended her beta MVP live. session she did. And I'm gonna tell you, if you can teach me how to shoot and edit a video, you're doing something. So kudos to you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Vicki. It was a pleasure having you in class. And yeah, that's what we all have to do as business owners. We have to get outside of our comfort zones. We have to try new things. So I'm excited to share what I've done personally and learn about what others are doing so that we can all help each other move forward.
Absolutely. Hope?
Yes, I am super, super excited to work with all of these amazing ladies and also to bring a message really of not, my name is Hope, but I'm really wanting to give you a message of hope. At the end of the day, we are resilient. We will all get through this. And sometimes you just need someone to give you a hand up. And that is what this is about, providing you with information that's going to be able to help you take your business to the next level. And also, you could possibly meet some business besties in this and partner with some amazing other business owners, and you guys can be resilient together. So I'm super excited, super excited.
Landy?
Sure. I ditto everything that was said. And I would add that what I'm excited about most is this is an opportunity for those of us who don't always raise our hand and say that we need help. We are the ones who lead others. We are the ones who, are connected and running businesses and figuring things out. And the reality of it is that COVID has threw us all for a true loop. And so there is so much power in the collective. There is so much power in a different perspective. And there's so much power in hearing from others who have shifted and pivoted before. And so in addition to, as Hope said, having some goalpreneurs, some buddies that you get to do this with together, you'll actually be able to walk away with things that you can apply in your business immediately, and you don't have to do it alone. I'm so excited, and I thank you, Constance. I thank you, Vicki. I thank each and every one of you all for showing up. We have to show up for each other. And yes, we are all women on here, but I heard Vicki also say that this is not just for the women, for the ladies. This is also for our men. This is also for our A-type personalities. And as I said, those who don't necessarily raise their hand and say, I need help. It's an opportunity to say, you know what, this is maybe a consideration for how you can do things different or even better. So thank you. Thanks for this opportunity.
Thank you. Ruby, would you like to share any last words?
I'll just say amen. No, but we're really excited to just be a help. And I love what Landy said is that, you don't have to hide in the shadow. Let's come together. Let's help one another, glean, get everything that you need, go back and apply it, and then go help someone else. That's what the Secrets of the Sistership is all about, helping one another. And I know the council and all these wonderful ladies on the call have the same philosophy. You guys are always sowing seed, always pouring into others. And we just know that this is going to be a phenomenal conference. So spread the word, register, nextmarksthespot.com. You'll see us on Facebook. We've got the Sistership has a Facebook page. We also have an event page. So there's no reason why you should not be able to go ahead and register. We want to see you on the 17th and also on the 24th.
Vicki, you have any last comments?
Like you could shut me up. Okay. So I just want to go back and just thank every single woman that has over the last 3 years connected in any kind of way with our organization. Most come and they never leave because it is truly for everyone. And Landy mentioned those that don't always raise their hand. And so what the sistership is, and it's embodied in our logo, which is a S with a circle around it, where the sistership circle encapsulates the sister and provides a safe environment for us to grow, develop, and flourish, becoming the woman that we were truly born to be. And we look forward to this first series of talks in real talk for a new reality. Thanks, Constance.
Thank you. And I look forward to seeing y'all next week on our Tuesday at 2, as well as at our conference June 17th and June 24th. If you have any questions, please feel free, as Ruby mentioned, all of the contact mediums that are available to you. You can send us information via the website. You can send us via email. If there are questions that you would like our panelists to be prepared to answer, or you would like for them to answer, please feel free to share that information in advance, and we will make sure that they answer those questions when we actually have the conference. I'm encouraged, I'm excited, and I look forward to your participation. Thank you.